Good Morning America continues. Also, it's time to play the Newlywed Game. Remember the show that introduced us to making whoopee? The couples and the classic one-liners are back for GMA's game show reunion.
As we have been telling you this morning, we're going to play it again with GMA's Game Show Reunion Week. Who is that man up there? That is Bob Eubanks. We're going to bring you the best of the classic game shows. This morning, the Newlywed Game, the show that took the airwaves by storm way back in 1966 and coined what was at the time the naughtiest word on television, whoopee. Remember that? Whoopee! But that was, oh, my friends, that was just the beginning. Take a look.
Where specifically was the busiest place the two of you ever made whoopee?
My apartment.
It was a classic Newlywed blunder.
He predicted you would say it was at a drive-in movie.
Oh, maybe that wasn't you.
Today, Sharon and Garvin Kotzen are still happily married.
I, of course, forgive him, but I still give him grief when I see the show.
It was at a drive-in movie.
Oh, maybe that wasn't you.
The Kotzens didn't win, but got typical 70s consolation prizes.
Set of blue towels, banquet TV dinners, and
Diarrhea medicine.
Nearly 10,000 couples have competed on the Newlywed Game, hoping to predict how their spouses would answer Bob Eubanks' questions.
Will your husband say he is more urban or rural?
I don't know what they mean.
What do you think?
Heck, he's urban.
He's urban.
Yeah.
How long has he been that way?
For about 2 months.
2 months he's been there. Do you think there's anything he can do about it?
He went to a doctor.
Oh, he did? The doctor give him anything for his urban?
He gave me something.
There have been 6 versions of the Newlywed Game since the 60s. The rules haven't changed, but relationships have.
When Newlywed Game first came on, you often had people that had never lived together before, and that's usually not the case now.
In the case of the Kotzens, they've been married 31 years, raised 3 kids, traveled around the world, and in Garvin's classic cars. And for the record, Garvin insists there was never anyone else at the drive-in back in the 70s. Sharon is his one and only.
I just love her 31 years later, the same as I did 31 years ago. Actually more. How's that?
That's good.
I get out of trouble that time.
Oh, they're right off into the sunset like that right there. Right here, we've got the man himself, the original host of the Newlywed Game, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Eubanks. I've been looking forward to this.
It's your fault,
It's my fault. Good to see you. 1966. You were the youngest host of a game show at that time, at the tender age of 28.
But I was thinking about it.
No, you were not.
Huh. Yeah. What are you up to now?
Oh, my God. You know what? I speak to corporate America. I do a really funny 1-hour keynote address called It's All About People. And I'm currently doing a whole series of dates for Wachovia Securities, but it's wonderful. I get to travel around the country. I have a really strong message. It's very funny. And it's just, you know, if you're looking for a speaker, I'm your guy at bobeubanks.com. You know what I mean?
But do people still ask you about the game a lot?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
What's the craziest response that you can let us know, that you can actually share with us on TV?
Well, you know, I saw 3 different hosts do the show. I saw a very naive young man in the 60s, a guy that had... was pretty bitter in the 70s, almost ruined my career. I had some personal problems. And then in the 80s and 90s, I had a love affair with the couples. And I asked this couple one time, I asked this lady one time, I said, what's the one thing your husband told you not to talk about? And she says, well, my husband and my cousin are going to kill my uncle for the insurance.
No, she said.
And what made it so funny for me was when he came back in, they matched the answer. Man, they're hugging and kissing and get 10 points. I don't know if they ever went to jail or not.
Can I, you're going to get upset at me if I ask the...
What?
Oh, go ahead.
All right, what are you going to do?
Mr. Eubanks, I have to ask you this question.
Sure.
You could say I've been waiting a lifetime to ask you this question.
Okay, go ahead.
What is the strangest place you have ever made whoopee?
I think it was at your house, Chris.
Oh.
That's wrong on so many levels.
Remember that party you had? Yeah.
You walked right into that.
I did not expect that. Bob Eubanks, crushing me.
And so in our
Look at
next
his face is red.
in our next half hour, you're going to play the game with us.
Yes, we have some older couples here. They were on the show.
A lot of the couples, they made it.
I
They're
know.
still
Well,
together.
not a lot of them, Rob. You know, this is the first 4 I've seen in a long time that made it that long. I mean, you know, we were, look at the prizes. Remember Regis was giving away $1 million?
Right.
I gave away rice-a-roni, turtle wax, and pantyhose.
But at the time, that was something.
It was great, yeah. You just won a brand new bedroom set, you know, like we'd give them a used mattress, you know.
But we'll have some better parting gifts for them in our next half hour. So, Bob, thank you.
I can't look at him. I can't look at him after the party. You stained my soul, Bob.
And your reputation, by the way.
That was done already. We'll be back. Stay with us. Have some fun with the Newlywed Game.